Hello. So, something that's been coming up for me rather a lot is something that society likes to make us do, you know, something that we're taught to do from a very, very early age. Our parents do it, and they were taught to do it as well, and it's to compare ourselves to other people, you know, in terms of, well, in terms of, you know, it again, it's all about identity. It's all about the truth of who and what we are, and the truth of what this reality is and why we're here. And of course, the complete and utter lie that society gives us is that it's all about achievement. You know, this word is bandied about a lot, isn't it? Achievement, achievement, achievement. You know, we must achieve something, you know, achieve anything. Now, at the moment, for some of us, it's a fucking achievement to crawl out of bed in the morning. It's a fucking achievement to make ourselves a cup of tea. It's a massive, massive, massive fucking achievement to refrain from strangling your cat. Right? That's how it is at the moment. It's like, for me, it feels like I'm on an SAS mission every time I have to go and get food. Yeah, especially if I have to go to the supermarket. I get a lot of food here and there and everywhere if I can get it organic and all. But you know, some shit you have to go to the supermarket, I don't know, fucking the stupor market, I should call it the stupor market, because you know, these organic portals, that trolleys, you know, going, you know, putting shit in there, like that can't even be called food really. But anyway, that's another story. Anyway, so to me that is an achievement, and for a lot of you it's probably very similar at the moment, because you know, there's so much light coming in now, and that is why we're feeling like shit. Let me tell you, seriously, you know, it feels like really awful, like but it's good. But anyway, one of the toxic, poisonous, nasty, shitty things the iconic invested society we live in teaches us is to compare ourselves to other people, to look up to other people. Hence we have celebrity culture, which is why everybody is obsessed with having the same arse as that woman on the Kardashians, whatever. I mean, the Kardashians, I thought they had grey skin and were averse to cold weather. They weren't they DS9 or something, and now all of a sudden they have reality TV shows. I mean, really, what's going on? You know, I mean, that woman's got a really weird arse. Why would you want arse like that? Why does everybody want plastic tits that blow up the minute you get up an airplane? What's that about, right? Or what is fake grass? What's that? What is that? What's that about? I went to a place near here today to get cheap candles, and there was all these rolls of fake grass, and I'm like, wow. I mean, all of that just proves to me that organic portals, man, you know, that's it. They love that shit. They just love it. So my husband, my other half, the old ball and chain, you know, he does the garden for a really nice gentleman further down the road. And right next door, there is this building development where they build these gruesome, horrific, ticky-tacky houses that a strong storm will utterly obliterate, right? Either that or somebody who's eaten a shitload of beans. Poof, it's gone, you know, it's finished, you know, lawsuits will abide, I'm certain of this. You know, they've all been sold, all these houses have been sold, you know, and they're extremely, ridiculously expensive. I mean, everything is ridiculously expensive. You could buy a disused public toilet for no less than like $500,000 or something. It's ridiculous, you know. Oh, it's all right, you know, I really love it, and I always sleep standing up, so it's perfectly okay. And you know, it's like minimalism. You know, the minimalist soul, the minimalist brain, the minimalist bloody life view. We're all so small and insignificant. I mean, it's organic portal land, people. So we, as warriors of the light, you know, are very sensitive, and we're very empathic, and we feel that pressure, we feel this. It's happening all around us. And as kids in schools, when we were being brainwashed and mind controlled and fucked up, you know, they told you that, oh, but you know, you must be ambitious and you must achieve, you know, status is everything, money is everything, and you know, then you can be this person that everybody else envies, because envy is such a positive emotion and it really helps the world, you know, to get better. Yeah, you know. And like the Secret and all that came out, it was all about, oh, I'm the envy of all my friends because I've got this big sports car, you know. And then 3 weeks later, they found him wrapped around some bloody lamppost, you know, with his brain splashed against the bloody wall of some bloody whatever, you know. It's like, what's the point? Anyway, so it's a knee-jerk reaction, you know, it's a knee-jerk reaction when you see people doing really well, because you see, yes, you do feel fucked off. You think, hold on a fucking minute, I know for a fact that this guy is a complete arsehole, right? He kicks his dog, he doesn't like cats, he chucks litter out of his car, but you know, he's a complete organic portal, but here he is living the life of Riley. I did say in a previous video that the life of Riley, you know, Riley was probably an organic portal. Because anyone who's doing really well now, emotionally, is really suave and really well and happy, and who is making money, you know, and who oh, you know, look at my tits, they're up here now, and I'm gonna have another implant, it'll be up here, then I'll be right here, my head. You know, like that. People like that are not real, they're organic portals, right? So you're comparing yourself to empty, soulless meat bags. That's what you're doing. Because deep down, you feel so worthless that you still feel, this is what you've been taught, that you need props. You need props, because without those props of the money, the status, because those props of the fame, or, you know, whatever, you're nothing. And then you get these narcissistic people that, the codependent narcissists, that they are great by proxy of. So it's like, well, I'm best friends with blah blah and ooh and RR. And that person that they're friends with is so great, or they were once on the Jeremy Kyle show, don't you know, hence I'm also really cool. It's like, whoa. This whole drama, you know, and it's so important, people, to step back from that now, to step back and ask yourself one question, and it's this: what is meaningful to me? Because there's all this shit that the fear tells you is meaningful, that the fear tells you should have and be and look like, and then there is what makes you feel good, what gives you that sense of warm fuzzies, that gives you a sense of purpose and self-actualization and fulfillment. Now, I know that we are living in times now, and what with all the purging that we're going through, that of course, yeah, all the beliefs, all the toxic poison is coming up, and so that's really hard. So the belief is, I'm worthless, and look at all the people doing so well, I hate them for that, which is fine, you know, by the way, you know, it's best to just get real and acknowledge that. There's a film, what's it called? As Good as It Gets, quite like that film, you know. Jack Nicholson is in it, and it's a quote. He says it's not that we're upset about, about not having done very well. No, it's that we're upset that everybody else is doing so well. And it's like, yeah, that's right. That's about right. Sometimes I feel that way, I'm sure you all do. It's like, well, what's going on? They're all doing really well, and me, I've had this and I've had that, and no, this is wrong, and and it's like, yeah, because you see, when you're a souled phoenix, when you're a warrior of the light, you did not come here to stagnate in status. You did not come to stagnate in a big mansion, You did not come here to hobnob with the Kardashians. You did not come here to snort 16 lines of coke on the table of a Mexican drug baron, with his golden gun. You did not come here to play that game. You came here to bust and destroy and obliterate that shit. That is why you are, whatever, are here. That's it. Right? Because it's poison. All that is keeping up appearances. Life is so wonderful. It's like the American dream, all that shit. The American dream. Well, it's all bullshit, right? You know that. It's fucking bullshit. All of it. So, there is no comparison, you see. There is no comparison. Think about this. Think about how courageous you are, having made it this far and having gone down the internal rabbit hole and faced all your inner demons time after time and worked through all that shit, standing firm and not giving in to denial. Right? Think about all the lessons you've learned. Think about the wisdom you've gained. Think about that true, pure humility that you've gained, where you love yourself and you honor yourself, but you don't need to prop yourself up on the backs of others. You don't need to do that anymore. You don't go around rescuing everybody, because you don't need to do that anymore, because you feel your own sovereignty. You know that you're getting somewhere now. You know that. I know that. It's a feeling. It's a knowing. It's a gnosis. See, that constant sabotage, that constant nasty, dark, sticky claw that says, oh, you're not good enough. You should be like him. You should look like her. You should have the ass of Kardashian. I mean, really, her ass looks a bit like a massive cauliflower. It's just weird. Anyway, that is the lie, the lie, the lie, the lie. And we've lived with that insidious shit all our lives. And it's still giving it all that, And we feel as if we're never going to be able to crawl out from under it. But you know what? That is utter nonsense. That is yet another lie. See, it's lies within lies. It's very clever. Because you've been crawling out from under that for years. Right? Remember where you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and see how much you've learned. Okay? It also says, well, but healing should just happen. Something, God, whatever, should just go, oh, you are healed. Doom. Yeah? So, you've been doing this for years, and, well, let's face it, right? There's no outward manifestations of anything. Well, to that I say, because I get this same shit going on in my head, and my answer is always the same. I always look at everything that I've gained within, because I know, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that any transformation, healing of the out comes from the within. Always, that is where it comes from, because life does not happen to us, we happen to it. always, always. We are powerful. We are amazing, magical beings, right? I know it. My husband, he's really good with this intuition business, right? He goes places, he thinks of something, it just shows up the same day. I mean, like 3 instances just in the last week. And he was receding here, and guess what? His hair's growing back. He's receding in reverse. Is there a word for that? I don't know. So stuff is happening. Intuition is happening to me as well, but because things have intensified so much sort of over the last 10 days, and it's been really, really heavy going, it tends to get a little bit murky, and shit happens that triggers you, and this is designed to really clear it all out. Okay, and one of the things that came up is, of course, Chiron, identity. Oh, I'm so shit, I don't deserve to exist at all, so I better be like her or him or her. Well, if you're really shit and you don't deserve to exist, and neither do they, ergo, why would you want to be like them? Then it's all equally shit. But it isn't. That, what you're feeling, that voice in your head says you ought to aspire to, is shit. It truly is. That which is lauded as amazing in this world is disgusting filth. That which is lauded as immaterial and unimportant and meaningless is generally pure gold. And you people, you are, all of you, pure gold. You are more than that. You are platinum. You are beyond platinum. You're this metal that was found on planet Zolkon that is indestructible, and that can be turned into anything. That is what you are. That is what I am. We are amazing. We are so courageous, and we are so brave, and we are so wise, and we have all these gnosis going on where layer after layer. I can see this now, I see that, and oh my god, we see it. Do you think these organic portals living in their ticky-tacky houses, driving their shitty sports cars with their fake tits, that they get it? Of course not. I mean, I see them all in a McDonald's restaurant every day, it's like, well, would you really want to be that way? No, you don't. I don't. So, maybe a lot of us are never-do-wells, a lot of us are. Because you see, that was always going to happen. That was going to be the impetus, to that was like that big cauldron of fire blowing up our arse, saying, get on with it, your mission awaits, the quest awaits, and like a rocket, And yeah, it's been fucking hard going, but what, so we're going to give up now? Now we're nearly there? Holy fuck, no way, we're not doing that, no. So anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about today, people. And tomorrow, if I feel up to it, I'm going to go for a nice little walk. And there's a really old ruiny sort of church with really ancient tombstones and a vampire or two. So I'm going to take you there and probably babble on about whatever as I show you around, because I haven't done an outside video for a while, and I thought some of you like those things, so I'm going to do that tomorrow if I can. If it doesn't happen, I will do it later on, but it will happen. Yes, because I've looked in my ball and I saw it. Okay, so anyway, people, so honor yourselves, man. Know that you're beautiful and radiant and special and precious. Never, ever give in to that compulsion to compare yourself to shit. Ever. Just know it for what it is. It's just that sabotage that we're still having to deal with, because that's connected to the whole program bollocks of you're so worthless, blah, blah, blah. And that from that poisoned soil, a lot of shit comes. But see, that's all being cleared up now. Hence, a lot of us suffer from anxiety. This is Kundalini related. Anyway, I better go because there's a rat thing coming up. Okay, I love you all very much, myself included. Bye-bye.